So if rosehip oil is 2 times better than the retinol, or for that matter, even slightly better than retinol, we need to know, because we need to know anything that's better than the gold standard in the skincare industry for well-aging, that's the anti-aging of our skin. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. When we say well-aging, anti-aging of our skin, at least when it comes to the skincare products, we basically mean 2 things. It increases the collagen production. Collagen is basically a protein which keeps the skin firm. Less collagen means saggy skin, more wrinkles, more fine lines. More collagen means a firmer looking skin. We also mean that it increases the cellular turnover. Increase in cellular turnover means an increase in the production of new cells. More new cells means a brighter and a healthier looking skin. And this is what retinol, retinal and retinoic acid does for our skin. I want to very quickly mention here the differences between retinol, retinal and retinoic acid, because these can often be confusing, and it's also important to understand these differences because we are going to later relate this to rosehip oil as well. All these 3 are called retinoids. They are all vitamin A derivatives, and vitamin A derivatives are the gold standard in the skincare industry when it comes to anti-aging. The level of anti-aging offered by these 3 differs. The one that immediately works as soon as it's applied on the skin is retinoic acid. Retinoic acid is also called tretinoin in the skincare industry. Retinal, on the other hand, when it's applied on the skin's enzyme first converts it to retinoic acid, and then the retinoic acid works on our skin. You see how there is an additional step involved in retinal. Retinal is also called retinaldehyde. Now coming to retinol, when retinol is applied on the skin, it first gets converted to retinal and then gets converted to retinoic acid. So there are 2 additional steps involved in retinol. So this makes retinoic acid more effective than retinal and retinal more effective than retinol. That's because of the number of steps involved. Having said that, retinoic acid can be a bit more irritating on the skin than retinal and retinol can be a bit more irritating on the skin than retinol. Now let's come to rosehip oil. Rosehip oil contains an anti-aging ingredient called beta-carotene. This ingredient is a precursor to retinol. So when beta-carotene is applied on the skin, when it reaches the skin, it gets converted to retinol, and that retinol gets converted to retinal, and retinal gets converted to retinoic acid. So beta-carotene has an additional step when compared to retinol. So it is fair to say that rosehip oil also offers well-aging benefits to our skin, but just not to the same amount as a skincare product which has an active ingredient as retinol, retinal or retinoic acid. Take note that here I'm mentioning it's the active ingredient because not all skincare manufacturers have retinol, retinal or retinoic acid as an active ingredient. Active ingredient is where they basically mention the percentage of these ingredients used. Sometimes you'll find skincare products which has these retinol or any of these vitamin A derivatives, but they don't mention the percentage, and they also put in a whole bunch of other ingredients. I'm not comparing rosehip oil with any of those skincare products. I'm only comparing rosehip oils with the skincare products which has one of these vitamin A derivatives listed, the percentage used listed on its ingredient list. Though rosehip oil ages our skin well, it has 2 main disadvantages when it compared to any of these skincare products which have the active ingredients as one of these vitamin A derivatives. The first one is we don't know the percentage of beta-carotene that's used in the rosehip oil, whereas we know the percentages used in these skincare products. And the second one is there is an additional step involved with beta-carotene. First it needs to get converted to retinol, then retinal, then retinoic acid to start acting on our skin. Rosehip oil, however, apart from the benefits, apart from offering a small amount of benefits that these vitamin A derivatives offer, it also offers other benefits which can age our skin well. And these benefits, these vitamin A derivatives, don't offer, at least not in a very direct manner as rosehip oil would do. The first one is it is going to reduce the inflammation, the irritation and the redness on our skin, and that's a good thing because inflammation will always eventually lead to dark spots and pigmentation, and a pigmented and an uneven skin tone is not a sign of a well-aging skin. It has antioxidants in it. Antioxidants neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are nasty molecules which are always there on our skin and are trying to age our skin. So by neutralizing them, it reduces the aging effect caused by these free radicals. The third one is it strengthens the skin barrier function. A strong skin barrier means a hydrated skin. A hydrated skin is always a sign of healthy looking skin, and that's a well-aging skin. Another important thing to remember is there are two types of rosehip oil. One is the rosehip seed oil and the rosehip fruit oil. Rosehip fruit oil has a higher amount of beta carotene, which is actually what's needed for the well-aging of our skin, than the rosehip seed oil. So if you're primarily after that well-aging, the main well-aging benefits as the collagen production and the cellular turnover, go for a rosehip fruit oil. Rosehip fruit oil, however, usually is much more expensive than the rosehip seed oil. And another quick thing, whichever oil you buy, look at the extraction process. Extraction method is really important, otherwise the quality of the oil won't be very good. The two good extraction processes are the cold pressing method, and the second one is the CO2 extraction process. The CO2 process, the cold pressing method is a good one, but the CO2 is far superior. The quality of the oil from the CO2 extraction method is far higher. But having said that, the CO2 extraction processed oils are usually much more expensive than the other oils. Vitamin A derivatives, that's a retinol, retinal and retinoic acid, some people can find it irritating, especially if you've got sensitive skin. Then rosehip oil can be a good product that you could use. Just bear in mind that it's not an alternative. It's not going to offer you anywhere close to the benefits that any of those vitamin A derivatives would do. But if you can't use them, then you could use products like rosehip oil and bakuchiol as well. And even if your skin is responding well to vitamin A derivatives, always a good idea to use some additional products which offer a few different benefits like rosehip oil does. And another good thing with rosehip oil is it doesn't clog pores, so even people with oily skin can use rosehip oil. So in summary, don't compare it with the vitamin A derivative product. It is definitely not better than vitamin A derivative product, but it does age our skin well, and it ages our skin well using multiple routes. And so if you can, use this product in addition to those vitamin A derivatives. That's about it. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give me a like and do subscribe to my channel. That'll really help me a lot, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.